Good morning, long dark survivor. As you can see, the cougar has spawned. So we've been in this game for 49 days, and that cougar spawns at about 30 days, between 30 and 33 days. The problem is that our archery is at 2, which is very low for taking on a cougar. Another big problem is 2 arrows. One of them is 31%, which is means I've got about 1 or 2 shots left on that one. And you only have with a cougar, you need to have a bunch of arrows, or you're in trouble. So the handgun is pretty useless against the cougar, and in this part of this early in the game, it's useless because it's on level 1, and there's hardly any bullets for you to upgrade it. So the gun is not really a choice, and I don't even have a rifle yet. So there we go. The best choice being archery to take on the cougar. We're going to need some more arrows, and the way we do that is you can either go to Forlorn Muskeg to the forge there. That's one I like. The other forge, the other close by forge is at Broken Railroad, but I kind of like Forlorn for some reason. So that's where we'll be going. Just want to pop in here at Paradise Meadows Farm. I've got some things here that I'd like to take along on this trip. You can hear the mountain lion vocalizing there, and it wants to eat us. I managed to collect quite a bunch of, make quite a bunch of arrows, shafts 26 there, so in preparation for making arrows. You got to just collect those green saplings, birch saplings, wherever you find them, and process them as soon as you can. So I'm taking along the lead and this knife, because the forge there in Forlorn Muskeg is on the way to Bleak Inlet, where we've got the ammo workshop where we can reload bullets, and we've got that the milling machine that fixes things to save on resources. So fix that knife pretty easily, and obviously the lead is for bullets. And if we leave it there, we can leave it there where we do at the forge. We can leave all the stuff there, and that will save us a trip to schlep it along again at another time. These rock caches, DIY rock caches, are very handy. At the transition points, I'm going to take a bunch of stones worth, because I'd like to make another cache between the basin and Forlorn. Because I know, it's in Forlorn, because there's another little rope climb in Forlorn, and usually you get a restriction if you're too heavy. You'll see there, but the backpack has gone red now, so I've got a restriction on the rope climb, so I'm going to leave some of the stuff here. I'm going to lighten the load, and this is the convenience of having the rock caches. Like I said, you'll see in the rock cache I have some dusting sulfur and some stump remover to make gunpowder, but I'm leaving that stuff here for now. It's all on the way towards where I'm going to use it in the end, but I have to leave it here, otherwise we won't be able to do the rope climb. On the rope climb, always remember to use crampons. Crampons are very easy to make. They're cheap to make. I think it's 2 scrap metal and 2 cured leather. They're totally worth it. Let's see if we've got enough. Let's see if we've got enough energy to do the second rope climb. I know it's a bit crazy to take all these rocks along, but I think it's specifically for this video. You know, I just want to get it done. One thing I'm not going to do is I'll pick up some sticks in these long form videos, but I'm not gonna pick up. You're not gonna have to watch me picking up rocks. Okay, you gotta draw the line somewhere, if you know what I mean. Okay, so here we go. We're picking up sticks because we need to make. Always need to have a couple of sticks. Always have at least 10 sticks with you, in case you need to make an emergency fire. Okay, we picked up a sprain risk now, so we're gonna stop picking things up. If you go straight there, I'm not going there. If you go straight there, there's a little place there called Rocky Refuge. We're not going there. It's just a little place where you can find some loot. Sometimes good loot, sometimes mediocre loot, but you know what they say is all loot is good loot. I'm gonna check here. I think the crampons are still on. I just want to switch them off. I don't know why. I think halfway through this video I decided just to keep them on forever. I suppose that was just the force of habit, as they say. Okay, so where I can, I speed things up a little bit with the walking, so that we don't have like miles and miles of nothing happening. But the thing is, I do have a survival issue on this in this video, so I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be collecting stuff, and I'm going to be doing some harvesting of carcasses and stuff like that. So I'll try and make these things as painless as possible. That was an uncharacteristic jump cut, just to save time and money. Right here. So what do we got here? Okay, so this place. Yeah. So if you go straight there, where I turn to get the carcass. You'll end up here at this where this central cave is, which is a good place to camp out when you're in Milton Basin, because it's right in the middle of everything. Okay, let's see if there's anything inside here. Doesn't look like we've got anything. Sometimes there's a little bit of loot in this cave. First time I'm doing the far territories though, so they might have dropped that. I might have dropped that now, or maybe it's a variable where you've got where there's one of the options is nothing. Okay, so I don't think we're gonna stay here. Let me just check. Oh, you're gonna leave a couple of sticks here for if we arrive here in the middle of a blizzard and there's nothing. And I'm gonna just scooch over the pond here towards the exit. Okay, I forgot about my pies that make things a bit lighter. Those are all useful on a road trip. But me being new to this DLC, I kind of I didn't think of that, and I should have left the fat there in the snow. By that place. If you'd put a cache there, you'd put a rock cache there in the middle for storage. Seeing that there's nothing inside the cave now, usually, sometimes it'd be a what do you call those things? A backpack, like where I come from, we call it a kit bag. There'll be a kit bag inside there that you can use as a storage for storage. So I didn't leave anything there except the sticks. Should have left the fat there as well. The fat keeps a bit longer in the snow compared to not being in the snow. Okay, here's another carcass. Before you harvest the carcass, always pick up the feathers, because the new feathers will drop while you're doing the harvesting. You can never have enough feathers. I did another jump cut there on the harvest, just so that it's not too just to get things to move along a little bit smoothly, a little bit better and quicker. So yeah, this is the very nice thing. This is like a rock bridge kind of a thing, arch between Milton Basin and Forlorn Muskeg. Gonna go back a bit here and do a survey, and then we'll see it very nicely on our map. Okay, so I didn't put the mouse pointer on there so that we could see it very nicely. But you can just take my word for it. Okay, so here we go, Forlorn Muskeg. So usually we'll do another scan here, yes. Yeah, we're going to do another survey, so that you can see it on the map. There we go. Are we going to, mountain down to Forlorn Muskeg. Fantastic. Remember these things, just crouch to go down on these things. You don't have to do the whole climb animation. Save a bit of time on when you go down them. You just crouch and then you're in business. Okay, so this is quite a tricky little area here, right? This is Marsh Ridge. Now Marsh Ridge, okay, it doesn't show up. I think we need to go closer to this cave for it to show up. Okay, this is one of those very strange cave systems that start and end inside It starts and ends inside the same map. It's not a cave system that's a transition zone. The reason we come in here is because we want to drop the stuff that needs to get cured. The pelt and the gut. And are we gonna go all the way to the rope climb before we come back, and so I can show you what it looks like here. Okay, so let's quickly go to the rope climb. Let me speed this up. Okay, so the deal with this little rope climb, it's not a very high climb. The problem is that it causes you to let's just do a survey here. Boom, there you go. Lovely rope climb. It prevents you from taking stuff in and out. Okay, because I'll just run out of our unburdened benefit there. I'm gonna put a rock cache here, because you need to put stuff down here or collect stuff here. Yeah, that rope climb will prevent you from taking things up or down because of the restriction of your backpack. Okay, so if it's a little bit too heavy, you can't go up or down the rope climb. The crampons mitigate that to an extent, but not much. So I'm just leaving a bunch of stuff here. This is not to go down the rope climb, because we don't have a rope yet. We're going to have to fetch the rope. The rope is inside that cave system where we come into Marsh Ridge. And we will do that really quickly. I'm going to drop as much stuff here as I can, because we're also going to be collecting lots of stuff inside the cave system. Okay, so these things inside Forlorn are different. You can harvest them. You get 7 sticks from each one. There are 1 or 2 other maps where we can also harvest those things. The reason we want them is because we're going to need a lot of sticks inside this cave. Okay, so if you look there now, if you're new to this territory, it's easy to miss that climb back up to Milton, and then on the right hand side we've got the cave. Right? It's just kind of memorize that you need to go up here at Marsh Ridge to get out of Forlorn. Okay, so our energy is very low it's time to maybe overnight. We just need to eat and drink before you go to sleep, so your condition doesn't deteriorate while you're sleeping. That can happen. I'm just gonna skip the sleeping animations, all that stuff. Get everything over the next day. After the sleep now, just wanted to see if we had a torch there that we could light, but we don't. So let's make fires. You wanna have fires inside this cave system because lamp oil, you can burn through a lot of lamp oil very quickly. So I don't know if we have enough sticks. Always a little bit just paranoid about sticks. So we're going to collect a couple. I can see that our torch is running out. Another thing that we've got a problem is that it's very dark inside here. We need to change the screen brightness so you can see what's going on here. So two birds with one stone here. We're gonna get a new torch. Let's quickly start, and if I go with 21 sticks, it's not too bad, right? And, just skip that fire making sequence there, which is also very long and very not very stimulating to watch. We're gonna go outside of the cave and back in so that we can have a save point, right? Because the reason we want a save point is because we're going to quit here. There we go. We're going to quit. Yes. Quit. Go out. Yes. And then go into options, brightness, and just change it to about 130. So we can see what's going on inside that. Okay, here we go. You see, this is much better. Much better. Now we can see what's going on. Right, so if you didn't build a rock cache there, you could collect a bunch of rocks inside this cave for that exact purpose. So I did a lot of this collecting stuff. Now we're in trouble. We're probably going to run out of torch to make our new fire, which is not the best of plans. So now if the fire making fails here, that's it. Our torch is gone. But if it succeeds, like we can at 2 or 1%, you can start a new fire. Yeah, okay, so the torch is dead. New one. Here we go. Here we go in business. So the reason we make a lot of fires early on in the game is because you want to max out your fire making skill as soon as you can, because there's a lot of benefits to that. Okay. Also with this, when I started this game, I started with my fire making patch, which puts you on level 3 from the onset. Makes life a lot easier. Making fires in this game can suck if you don't have a plan. So the plan is, and the thing is, you make as many fires as you can, and the best way to do that is inside these caves, because you need a lot of them, because for the torches, the free what do you call them? Campfire torches. You can make a torch with using a rag and lamp oil and stuff that'll last a long time. But the thing is, I had this discussion lots of times about why we like these campfire torches. They're cheap. Okay, so I've edited out all of that harvesting, stick collecting, fire management footage there, because of obvious reasons. It's pretty boring, and I think it's pretty much just more of the same. What you've got to do is just make sure that your fire burns long enough for you to do everything you need to do. Okay, see how long it takes to harvest that carcass. Make sure your fire is burning long enough so it doesn't go out. And while you're doing all of that, you can boil water, cook meat, etc., etc., etc. What you need to do. Okay, so this guy, these corpses that you find inside the caves are variables. Okay, so this is it's not always going to be this character. It's going to be different guys and different loot that you can find on the corpses. I think that goes throughout the game. The corpses aren't always the same. Sometimes they're variables. That's it. Alright, yeah. Let's have a look here. Okay. We got another. We need to renew our torch. I think we have some torches. We could just swap them out, but we still want to make lots of fires, eh? We still need to up our fire making skill. Long list of things you need to keep an eye on when you start off in the game, but you get used to keeping eye on things. Where is the fire starting? Okay, it's not even at 4 yet. Oh no, it is at 4. We're going towards 5. 5 is the max. That's what we want, right? And we'll just keep on chipping away at that 50,000 ton block of marble, as they say. Do they say that? I don't think they do. The reason we pick up all this coal is because we need it for the forge. One piece of coal gives you an hour forge time. We need at least 8 pieces of coal to get the forge to run at the temperature that we want it, 150. Usually the rope can be found there. Not usually, and sometimes the rope can be found on that over there. I'm getting a bit concerned here, not finding the rope. There it is. Okay, so this is what we've been looking for. I just want to show you what's on the outside here. Just skip this fire making sequence, boom, and then we're going to add a couple of extra sticks in here to make this thing burn for at least a half an hour, because we want to do there we go, 33 minutes. We want to do a survey out here, and also the thing is we don't want to go out here with a torch that might get blown out by the wind, which doesn't seem to be a problem. So this survey will show you can reach this place over land. You can come up here, you can come over that little ridge that you get here. It's a little tricky to get down the rocks, but you're fine. This is the landmark. It's called Waterfall. I'll put a link in the description for a video of how to find that if you're doing the challenge, the all landmarks found, all the places surveyed. Okay, back in here. 9 minutes. That was cutting it very fine. I didn't think that whole thing was going to take 30, but in game is a bit different, I suppose. Right, so we got all the stuff that we want, and now we just need to go back and what's the word? Assign that, put the rope on the rock there. Wow, something's coming past here. I hope you can't hear that on the audio. It sounds like a tractor. Wow, I'm gonna have to stop. Okay, yeah, so that is just a very noisy vehicle coming past in the street here. I have rudimentary soundproofing that doesn't really work. But yeah, I suppose, noise pollution is one of those things that you've got to. One of those things that you mustn't, that you can't allow to get to you too much, because then you'll go crazy. Nobody wants to be crazy. Oh, look at the splendor! Behold the splendor Okay, that's nice. That's a nice looking thing there. I wonder if that's ray tracing or if that's actually it's got to be ray tracing. Very nice. I don't know if you guys remember the days before we had I remember when ray tracing wasn't even a thing in rendered graphics. Now we've got in-game ray tracing. Super cool. Okay, let's drop this. We should have dropped those things long ago because they're very heavy to schlep around everywhere. We have a young visitor here. Would you like to say hello, young visitor? Say hello. Hello, peeps. Okay, you're not talking loud enough. Let me skip through this fire. Okay, so I'm making another torch here for some odd reason. I think it's just a habit. Let's just have a look on the map here. So I should have surveyed this, but I ran out of charcoals. So that's where it would have been. This cave on the map. That's where it would have been if I did a proper survey. Yeah, okay. My deepest apologies for that very long cave story there. Yeah, that seemed to get out of hand a little bit. So here we've got some birch bark lying around. That's nice for making a recuperative tea. And there's some ptarmigans, and however tempting it is to shoot a couple of arrows at the ptarmigans, I'm going to refrain because there are there's bigger fish to fry. So now shooting at ptarmigans is a good way of upping your archery skill before you take on this mountain lion. Right, so remember we left these things in here. Left our crampons here. We can take all of this along. In fact, yeah, we can take all of it along. The thing is that you can make arrows. I'll make some arrows when I'm doing a long mission inside Forlorn. Okay, deploy. That's what you call it. You deploy the rope. You just go up to it when you have a rope, and it'll give you a prompt there. Deploy the rope, and there we go. Ready for business. Am I going to take the fat with me? Yes, I'm going to take the fat with me because I think we're still okay for carrying stuff. Might try to take the fat. I don't know if we can trade. If you can trade the cooking oil. I know you can buy cooking oil in the trades. I don't know if you can trade it for something. It'll be. Because cooking oil is pretty easy to make, and you make a lot of it, and hardly ever going to use it all up. Right, we're down here. The wind is blowing. We're down here, so it looks to me like there's a lot less. We have a lot less wolves. Not as many wolves as we used to have before the Far Territories DLC was installed. As you can see, I've got this thing on fast forward, so I'm not fast forwarding the audio track because that just sounds freaking stupid. So the sound effects of picking up the sticks on it's not synced with the video because I am too lazy to do all of that editing. If you tell you the honest truth, I just do not feel like doing that. So just live with it. Up here, this is an important part that you've got to remember. This is an important part. Yeah. Okay. So we make a little. Okay, we're going to do a survey. Okay. There's nothing really there besides that. Besides the water making like an L shape there, which is difficult to remember. What you can do, you can make a little landmark here. We'll make our own little landmark. Of course, you can use a spray can and deface the map with nasty kind of graffiti, or you can do something a little bit more elegant, like this. Just take two sticks, two or three or more sticks. Move the pointy side there, and then when you come here again, you know this is where you're supposed to go up, without too much drama. Lovely view there, and it's quite amazing. We had good weather. We had good weather here in Forlorn. I don't know if that's also part of the Far Territories DLC. They decided to not have Forlorn Muskeg's weather being diabolical all the time. Okay, so now here's a thing. Let me see. Do I have a survey thing left? Yes. Okay. I had an extra one. I could have done that. Okay, this is just because I didn't bring along a hatchet. So otherwise I would have taken those things with me. Those are the green maple saplings that you need for making bows, and that other fancy carrying, pulling things around thing. It's a new thing also. I haven't made one. It takes 3 of those maple saplings, and I'm still a little bit. Before I don't get a lot of maple saplings, I don't really want to spend 3 of them on a thing like that, when I'm still relying on my survival bow a lot. But I see that there's a nice bow that you can get from the trader. I'd like to get that. We have a bit of a slowdown here because I see some spoor here. On second looking at it again, it looks more like deer than wolf spoor. I'm quite surprised how few wolves we're running across on this stretch. Usually by now we would have been up to about number 3 or 4. Okay, so we're getting really close, and if my voice has changed, it's because it's the next day. These voiceovers are a lot of craft. So I'm not gonna do. This is the place here, right? I'm not gonna do everything. I'm not gonna do a walkthrough of me picking up every little thing because they're variables. All right. So every time you come here, there's different stuff, or they're in different places. I'm just gonna do the highlights of the things that are important here. First up is this heavy hammer. Without the heavy hammer, you can't really do anything at the forge. Fortunately, in Voyager and Stalker, you've got about between 75 and 100% chance of finding a hammer here at this place. Not always on this workbench. It will be in different spots. But it's quite a high probability of finding a hammer here. So and schlepping them around is a lot of graft because they're heavy. The other thing is the hacksaw there. The hacksaw is very important because you can find a finite amount of scrap metal, and that thing is nice for just harvesting steel things to get more scrap metal. This locker can be a problem sometimes if you need a pry bar to get into it. So sometimes you have to schlep one all the way here to get into this thing. This old-fashioned parka is a good thing to find. It's very heavy, but it's also very warm. Look at the warmth index there, going up to +2.2. That's high. That's high for what we're used to. And the other one that we had was also still a good one. Underneath that thing, there's these crates. This is a good one because there's a lot of food underneath there, dog food, which is can be a problem. This is a nice thing to get because, and I don't know if this is a variable. You can start a lot of fires with that thing. Okay, here's fire starters, which are good. So now you can see that the dog food that we got there is dodgy. Okay, it's not in good condition. So the best time to eat it is just before you go to sleep, in case you get food poisoning. Make sure that you have antibiotics or one of the natural things, burdock or burdock root or the reishi mushrooms. Make sure you've got that stuff on hand if you're going to take the chance of eating something dodgy, and you might get food poisoning. If your cooking skills are like 4 and above, 5 is perfect because then you're immune to food poisoning. At 4, it's still a little bit of a bit of a gamble. I think I'm at 4 plus here. I was expecting to get food poisoning here, but it seems like I'm okay. Make sure you've got your medicine right, because you can take your medicine, go to sleep, and you'll be fine the next day. Don't eat. Don't be unprepared and eat dodgy food. That can cost you a lot. That can cost you the game. It will kill you. Right. So we're gonna go take a little nap and see what's happening the next day. Yeah. Very nice. We found a note, and it's one of the 25 notes that are the 25 collectible notes that you can find. And there's a video in the description of where to find all 25 notes on Bear Island. Okay, so I've just packed away a lot of the stuff, put down a bunch of heavy things, and we just have to go to the prepper cache. It's really close by. It's just up the hill here. We've got to go there to check if it's got stuff or not. Yeah, here we've got a warning from the wolf. I've been expecting a lot more of these guys. We're just gonna have to deal with this character real quick, and I'm going to just edit out the harvesting process here. Okay, we can drop most of the stuff that we just got. Actually, we should have left some more of the stuff back there at the little shed there, so that in case it's a payday when we get to the prepper cache, then we're going to be carrying tons of stuff out of here. But let's have a quick look and see what we've got here. There's a link in the description of a playlist for all the prepper caches in Bear Island. So when you get in here, it doesn't look like much. We just put a bit of light on throw a bit of light on it. I think no, it looks like we're in business here. We are definitely in business. Okay. So this looks like this place is just packed with stuff. All right. So I'm gonna do the same as what I did with the shed there. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing. And here's some arrows. This is what we came for, is for arrows, arrowheads. I'm just going to do the highlights of all the amazing stuff that you can find inside here. First thing that caught my eye is this hunter's revolver, which is a very nice variant of our handgun. Then, of course, you can never have enough hunting knives. Then this Cowichan sweater. Even if it's a bit ragged, it's the best inner layer that you can get. It's the warmest thing. When we put it on, okay, we're not going to put it on. We'll put it on a bit later. These books are worth their weight in gold. That can up your skill levels. These are the best socks. These climbing socks. It doesn't matter how worn they are, you can always fix them. Let's just apply them. You see even though they're in worse condition than the wool socks, the temperature goes up. In the Cowichan sweater, we only have a 32% functionality. Once we patch it up, its heat is going to go up to plus 2.5. The all-important arrows. This whetstone is always a nice thing to find. It's like finding a knife or a hatchet, because it can fix a busted one completely. Remember to check these grates. I can't move now because I'm too heavy. I can't see what's in there. Gonna pack some stuff away. Okay, we're almost at 60. We're almost at double our capacity. Okay, so I just have to lighten the load and then mission back down to the shed. Okay, so we've got the obvious ways of lightening the load is just packing stuff away. But we can also, instead of taking stuff down to fix things down there, we can just fix them here. And I think I overnighted here because we ran out of time. There we go, 100. And let's just see if we've got what it looks like. It's not going to show us, but you can take my word for it. That thing is plus 2.5. A bit more fixing, and then we're gonna boogie. Except for one tiny little thing, harvest as much scrap metal as you can from here, because I'm gonna pretend we didn't find anything in this cache, in this prepper cache, and I'm gonna make some arrowheads anyway, because we came all the way out here. Might as well show you how that what that process is about. So get as much scrap metal as you can up here before you go down.
Much stuff to carry.
Okay, so we've got too much stuff to carry, but we're okay. We're doing okay. I know the thing is red, but it's fine. I know we're fast forwarding, but it's not the end of the world. There's even enough to pick up some more stuff, and we're not going far. We're just going down here. Right. So when you get down here, just drop all your fat and your meat. The fat lasts way longer in the snow. Meat also lasts way longer in the snow than anywhere else. And then let's just drop this. Okay, then it's gonna. Okay, so I did a bunch of stuff there, made fire and stuff like that, but you don't want to see that. You want to see where we find some more scrap metal. Out there, there's a few outlying structures here that's got scrap metal. Over here, at this place. Okay, there's scrap metal all over the place and all kinds of other stuff that you can pick up, like backpacks and stuff. This is an important little spot here, because this is where we can find the second for the Memento cache. Okay, so the little piece of paper for that. And there's a video in the description for getting that whole thing. We're not gonna do it here. I left a little bit of water boiling here. Just make sure your fire doesn't burn too long, so that the water boils dry. You can see how long it's gonna boil for. Okay, there's not enough day to do the forge. We're gonna do another night over here. We're gonna spend another night here. This is a good time to do your studying from the books that you pick up. Before you go to sleep, while there's light and while you have a little bit of energy left. So we put in a good 4 hours there. When that icon lights up, you know that you've got experience in that particular discipline. And we're gonna crash real quick. Faff around along. I go back up there to the thing. To the cache, but we are gonna skip all of that and get straight to the forge here. You wanna put your pot on top there, or you wanna just put something there that you can boil water, because that's how we speed things along a bit. We're going to make a fire with our magnifying lens, which is my favorite way of making a fire. Takes a bit of while, but I've speeded it up. There we go. We got a fire going. Add five of these. You can put in 8. That's how much it takes. Okay. Put in 5. You'll see that it's okay. Now we put in water to get it to speed up the warming up process of the forge. There we go. It's gone up to 102. We need 150 for operational temperature. We're going to add in another 3. 2.5 would have been great, but we don't have half coals here. So there we go. We speed it up a bit again. There we go. For almost 9 hours, 162 degrees. That, and the forge is also 162. That's more than enough. Now we just need to get our heavy hammer, and make sure you got a little bit of cloth and we also want our scrap metal, and then we can start. Okay, click on the forge, select your arrows. We don't see specs now for some reason. I don't know why it doesn't give us specs. There we have our specs now, showing that 1 scrap metal will give us 2 arrowheads in 1 hour. And that's the process. Just do whatever makes you happy. You can make 18 arrowheads. There's some other things that you can make. I'm perfectly happy with 6 arrowheads at any time in the game. And now we've got extra ones because we've got a bunch in that prepper cache. Things that's gonna cause you to want to start is to drink something or eat something or sleep a little bit. You know, do whatever you want. I've got enough arrows now. I'm making this improvised hatchet. That's what the cloth is for. I think the knife also uses a bit of cloth. Okay, now we're just messing around. I should be wrapping up, trying to get something to eat. A bit flustered here between what's raw and what's cooked. This thing, if you do your timing nicely with the way you do stuff, it's because you've got an hour there for 2 of those things. You can easily boil a lot of water while you're busy on the forge. You know, like especially with that big pot you've got. If you just get your timing right, you can cook meat. You know, that's a bit risky, but you can boil a ton of water, which I didn't think of doing for some odd reason. I don't know. Okay, I'm just cooking the meat, and then the thing is, you can take a nap and get out of here. Alrighty-o, it's the next day. We just need to take a little drink here. 53 days. Okay, 53 days in, and I definitely haven't had 53 potatoes. You need about 1 potato every 1.2 days to stave off scurvy. I think we're going to have a problem. Okay, I'm just harvesting this arrow because when it's red like that, it's garbage. You know, it's like you're not even gonna. You might just it's not gonna work properly. I thought I had arrows here, but I am mistaken. I've got a bunch of cured saplings, but that's not. I don't really feel like making arrows here. So just put away the heavy things. That don't carry that heavy hammer along with you to Mountain Town. I was supposed to put away that what do you call it? Improvised hatchet, because that thing's also pretty heavy. But I experienced a little bit of brain fog, or a brain fart, as they also known as. So I'm doing this really quickly because nothing happens here. Very uneventful trip. Seeing that it looks like the wolves have been discontinued on this thing. So I'm going on the coast here, but the problem with the coast is that you're going to run into the bear. So we just got to keep an eye on this bear. Just see what it's doing. It might be far away enough not to be a problem for us. Let's just have a look here. It doesn't look like it's tracking us. Doesn't look like it's coming for us, but you never know with the bears, eh? You never know. So one more look. Oh no, we're fine. We're fine. The bear's not coming for us, and we're pretty close to where we need to where we need to come out of this this area. Behind this big rock, that's where the rope climb is. we're pretty okay. There's no red marker, so we're fine. We should be okay. Just want to check. Yes, we've got crampons. Speed it up, yeah, just to speed things along. I've taken them off, edited it out. Let's just see. I'm going to put some things away here. Going to put away the hatchet. How much is that thing? That's almost like 2 kilograms. Very heavy. Okay, and we are off to Marsh Ridge. I think this is called Marsh Ridge, this whole area. But we're off to the climby bits. Still doing okay for everything. Daylight's fine, everything is fine. I don't do the fast forward on these climbs. I've been watching some of the older videos where I do that. It just doesn't look right, eh? You know, climbing fast, it's too jerky. You know, trying to make everything nice and make everything look nice, you know. So here we go. We're also going to take a very leisurely perambulation up the snowy bank here until we get to the exit. Leave Forlorn Muskeg and enter mountain town. Here we go. Right, now we can do a fast forward here. Okay, also pretty quiet here. I wonder what happened to the wolf here in Milton Basin. Can't remember when last I saw the wolf. Which I don't mind. They're pretty annoying. Just collecting some stuff here. You know what I should have done is I should have taken a nap inside this inside the cave there, because I'm gonna arrive at the rope climb with a quarter eyeball, and that's not enough. That's not near enough to get up that first rope. If you don't have any what is it, stimulants to help you up there. I don't think I have coffee with me. No, I don't have that the red stuff. You see there? Quarter eyeball, rope climb. Forget about it. It's just not gonna happen. So now I'm looking for a place where I can take no. I'm either looking for a place where I can make a fire and make a bit of coffee. Yeah, because I think, or I'm looking for a place to take a nap. We'll see now what the plan is. Either one of those things. Oh, I don't know if a cup of coffee is gonna be enough. Even if I had coffee, which I don't think I've got, I don't think a cup of coffee or even 2 cups of coffee is gonna be enough to get me up here. So now this is what you call experiencing a little bit of dissonance. So I'm gonna try a bunch of nonsense. Oh yeah, where those things? I'm gonna try it. See what I can leave here. See what I can drop. And I brought that thing along as well. And that is that's a whole kilogram, or is it more? See what I can drop here to get a bit lighter. Eat some food. Oh, at a sprain risk even. That's because of the fatigue. Eat some more food, lighten the load. Let's see. So I'm going to try this. This is going to fail. Watch. It's going to go. Forget about it. Okay, what now? So now I'm going to be standing here and do the chicken. I'm going to look around like a chicken for lots, and then I'm going to decide to take a nap. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nap time. Let's see how that goes. So the risk always of taking naps here in the middle of nowhere is if the sun goes down, you get a good chance of hypothermia. And if a blizzard comes in, you're in trouble. No shelter. What have we got? Okay, we got a half eyeball. Let's see if we can make it. Half a. Keep on forgetting what that is. It's not the stamina. The stamina is the one on the right hand side here. Energy. Yeah. Hey. There we go. Not too bad, but we're down. We're back down at a quarter of our energy. Quarter eyeball. Okay. So what's nice now is we can just crash inside this cave. We can just take a nice nap inside this cave and regain our strength. Another thing, I think I'm schlepping up a bunch of sticks here. Like I was really not on my game when I was recording this. All kinds of fatigue happening here. Right, so I'm going to take a nice big sleep here. I probably would have been fine if I just left all the sticks down there. I didn't even think about dropping them. You're picking up sticks like a lunatic. Right. So now it's night time. We've got a nice bit of moon. I think I forgot to set the screen brightness back to 100 or 99, and now I'm gonna drop the sticks. Let's see. How many are there? Oh no, there's not that many. It's not that many. I don't know why I'm schlepping this tinder plug around. I don't need it anymore for anything. So many little things to keep track of. What kind of moon have we got? Always interested in that. We got a nice half moon, right? Okay, here we go. Take a break here. No break. Gonna push on through. Get up this. Get up this very high cliff. Not even gonna give the rock ash a second look. Right, so this is dodgy. Walking up here in the dark like this. I think I'm gonna overshoot. Where I'm supposed to turn. The only way to do this is to count. I should have gone left of these trees, I think. This is, of course, the purest form of arson, or arson, as where those guys from Ireland. This is the purest form of arson, around in the dark. Yeah, so it looks like we got to turn here. This is the fence. I should just have kept straight here, but now I keep on I'm going into the orchard, completely disoriented. Yeah, this is a new level of pathetic. Getting there's the mountain lion, by the way, the cougar. You hear that? So getting attacked in the dark here is almost as bad as getting caught in a blizzard here, or anything else that can end you. It can nudge you off into the long dark. But we've made it. We've made it. Let's just take a break before we go and try that cougar out with our new arrows. Before we do that, we just need to have a little nap. It's pitch dark outside. Not going to achieve anything There we go. Still moonlight. Switch on your switch Y so that you can see the blue key lines to move around you. If you don't wanna use your lantern or a torch, have some food, and all importantly, have some water so you don't wake up dead tomorrow. And okay, here we go. Next day, and I'm thinking about a couple of options here. Let's see if there's anything to eat. It's a good time to get it. You can eat these carrots raw, by the way. They also give you a little bit of vitamin C. I'm gonna go for some trusty pork and beans. Let's have a look. You don't want to eat your expired dog food right now, because it's the first thing in the morning. It'll ruin your whole day if you get food poisoning now. Although I think I'm immune to food poisoning. I should actually look at my statistics and see what my cooking level is. I think it might have maxed out on this trip. Okay, so I think the decision is to let's just go and try out this. Let's just go and try it out. Let's see if we've got what it takes. Okay, obviously my confidence is not based in bravery. This is not my first rodeo. I've taken down a couple of these cats, but for this video, everything is legit. I haven't got a super strong bow or anything, but I have a strategy of how to do this, and 5 arrows will be more than enough to do this job. There, it's up there. The cat is up there. Here we go. There, you can see it coming over the hill there. It's going to come for us. The chances of a critical hit is 50% if you've got a maxed out bow. This bow isn't maxed out, and you need to get a headshot for that. So what you need to do is go walk backwards while you're doing this, so it doesn't jump up onto you. As long as it's running, trying to reach you, you're okay. I think, what was that? That was 5 arrows. There we go. Yeah, job done. A bit of an anticlimax, but when you get your first a cougar, you're gonna feel really, really nice. Not that I would ever in my entire life, in a million years, ever want to kill one of these beautiful creatures for real. Unless it's trying to kill me, of course, which this one was trying to do, obviously. So, but in reality, these are probably one of the most beautiful cats on the planet, eh? Right. So let's have a look here. When you once you've taken out this cougar, another one is going to spawn up. Another one's going to spawn. I don't know if the spawning territories are random. And then the third one will spawn here by Orca gas station. And strategy to get them is pretty much the same deal. You'll find that you can have variables. Sometimes you'll get a critical hit, which is very nice. And just for interest's sake, in this particular game, it's only about day 55, and my archery level is level 3, which is nothing special. To get your archery level up early on in the game, remember, hunt as many rabbits as you can, and ptarmigans. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later, and please don't think about subscribing.
Just hit do.